it
Yeah,
has to. The second you
it has
start
to.
worrying about what's going on outside, like that's when it
That's
swallows
when
you
you
up.
get.
Like, yeah,
Yep.
yep, that's when you get swallowed up because it's like you're not paying attention. You getting caught with shots that you usually wouldn't get caught with. You're not throwing punches that you would throw, or you throwing them with like worry and fear of getting hit.
Hi, everyone. Angela with the Boxing Circle here. Today, I'm connecting with you from sunny San Diego, and I'm excited to announce my next guest today. I have Anthony Edwards Jr., a professional fighter who's been boxing for over 6 years now, out of Port Huron, Michigan. Thank you so much for joining me today, Anthony. I appreciate it.
You welcome.
I'm so excited to hear you just finished training. So, I don't train to the level that you train at, but I understand after a really tough workout and training session, it can be exhausted. So I really, really appreciate you taking the time to chat with me. I am really,
Absolutely.
really grateful. So thank you so much. So what we do here at the Boxing Circle, just a very quick summary for any new listeners. I'm looking to give back to the boxing community. I've fell in love with the boxing community over 10 years ago, and I'm creating this very large, comprehensive love letter back to the boxing community, told through stories like Anthony here. And so he's going to tell his story. I have other fighters telling their story, and we're really just putting that out in the world. All right. Does that sound good to you, Anthony? We're going to do five
Sounds
rounds
good.
today. All right, cool. Excellent. Before I start the 5 rounds, I'm curious. Okay, you've been boxing for 6 years. So that takes you back to COVID era. What sparked your interest? What got you curious about boxing?
So I went to college for football and I played
Mhm.
football. Um, I was doing that. My mom got really sick, so I had to come back
Oh,
home
sorry.
and take care of her. And when I got
Mhm.
home, it was like I still had like that competitive edge to me, like that
Mhm.
gladiatorness to me, where it
That
was like,
itch?
yeah, like I want to do something. And it's
Yeah.
funny because I was watching Creed and I was
Mm.
like, I think I might be able to do this. And then I had hit up my coach, who was Tim, that I grew up with. We grew up like my dad used to train us when we were little kids, and watching his dad used to
Oh.
train him. And I was like, if I wanted to learn how to box, would you teach me? And he was like, absolutely. He's like, when you're ready, come on. And because I had friends and stuff, people would be like, "Oh, Anthony, you big, like you strong, you should box or you should do MMA." And I'm like, "Nah, that's not for me. I don't think I could take a punch like that." Um, so after seeing that and just like
Wow.
being bored and just wanting to be competitive, I was like, let me just try it. Let me just put my foot in the door and just see what it could be.
Oh, this is so interesting. I love this. One, I'm sorry about, having to take care of your mom.
Yeah,
It's lovely that you did that, and it's extremely helpful and loving that you were able to do that. But it almost sounds like that helped you kind of take a new direction that you weren't even
absolutely.
expecting.
Yep, absolutely. It got me there. Um, then we just from there we hit it off. We started I started just doing mitts, just getting the
Yeah,
movements down, just doing that. I sparred a little bit, but it was mostly just mitts at first. And then, like,
yeah.
I'd say after like 4 or 5 months in, then I started like doing a little bit of sparring.
Oh, that's it. Well, I love that you made sure you had a steady foundation first.
Yeah, yeah. I
Sometimes
did not
people
want
just
to
no.
just be out there just throwing crazy. I watch videos all the
Mm-mm.
time, people just throwing crazy punches, just slinging. I didn't want to be like that. I was like, I want to. And even then, like, it's still, I was like super hard on myself. I was like, this don't look like, it still doesn't look good. Like, I'm stiff. I look like a football player, like boxing. Like, I didn't want to look like that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. Well, one, let's backtrack a little bit. People that just go and throw those crazy punches is an extremely dangerous sport. So
Yeah,
it's not wise to just go into spar. Like you've
for
gotta
sure.
have that foundation. And I'm glad that you built that out. And it sounds like your coaches were like, yes, let's build out the foundations because we really want you to, have that strong foundation, make sure you're safe and that you're doing it the right way. So
Yeah,
kudos to you
absolutely.
on that.
Yeah,
I
when I first started, they always tell me like, I'm not gonna push you into sparring. Like I want you to just get comfortable with boxing first. They was like, 'cause that's a big step. They was like, when you comfortable, we'll
Mhm.
start getting you into sparring. But I'm not gonna just push you into it because they was like, I don't want you to get a bad experience and then then
Yeah.
you get a bad experience. Someone goes too hard on you, and then you like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to get just I don't want to get
Yeah.
smacked up.
Well, a big thank you to your coaches for doing it, the safe way too,
Absolutely.
and making sure. Yeah, yeah, it's all about that slow, steady, and I don't even feel like that's slow because you were sparring within just a few
Yeah.
months, so and I relate to that feeling when you see yourself and you're like, "Oh, I don't look like those folks, or I
Yeah.
don't look
Yep.
like these
Exactly.
folks," I know what that's like. Yeah. And then I am just loving the little fun fact that you were watching Creed, and Creed kinda got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, it was. I had never seen it before. I wanted to see it, and then I was watching it, and I was just like at home, like it was like one of them times where it was like, I'm not doing football, I'm not doing nothing, like I'm just sitting around bored, like, and it was like
Yeah.
watching it, and I was just like, and I was just like, and then my friend who I got into it with was like, and I was like, I wonder if I could do boxing. And I was like, asked him like, cause he grew up doing it, so he was like,
Okay.
I was like, can I? I was like, you think I'll be able to do boxing? He was like, you took all those hits out there and hitting people, and you getting hit and ramming into each other. He was like, you'll
Yeah.
be just fine. He was like, if you
Oh.
could take a hit, you could take a punch. He was like, you'll be fine.
Oh, good, good. I'm curious, what position in football were you playing?
I played linebacker. I
Yeah,
played
okay.
middle
Oh, yeah, you
linebacker.
took all the hits.
Yep.
Every single one of them you took.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, this is fascinating. So then you started boxing, you scratched that itch because you wanted to do something different. You wanted to, I don't want to say just busy, but you wanted to be active and you wanted to be
hmm
trying something new. And it sounds like you just didn't want to, you just never looked back. Is that sound right? You fell in love with it and you're just like, here I am.
Yeah, like it was I started doing it, kept doing it. We went hard for like at least 4 years before I ever
Okay.
even had my first fight. I wanted to I wanted to I would critique myself so much. I wanted to be like the best I could be before I
Yeah.
stepped in that and stepped in the ring against somebody, because too it's like even if you think you're the best, you're ready. Like once you step in that ring, especially for the first time, it's a totally different feeling. Like it's like football. I was nervous, but it's a different type of nervous when you in that ring, and you got to be able to calm it down, or it'll eat you
Yeah.
up.
Oh, that is a great way to describe it. You gotta calm it down, otherwise it's gonna eat you up,
Yeah.
and, oh, there's something about that mental space that you're in when you're in the ring. I
hmm
kinda like to think of it like you are literally forced to focus on what's right in front of you. You can't
Yep.
think about anything else. You can't think about, an argument you had with your partner, or,
No.
you know, you spilt your coffee on your shirt that morning, whatever it may be, right? You
Yeah.
can't focus on well, you can't even focus on the high. You gotta focus on what's right in front of you. And it's just really, oh gosh, it's almost like this active meditation, like this peaceful state in a second. Oh, it's very active, but it's just like
Yeah.
everything else goes away. It has to.
Absolutely. It
Yeah.
has to. The second you
It has
start
to.
worrying about what's going on outside, like that's when it
That's
swallows
when
you
you
up.
get,
Like, yeah,
yeah.
yep, that's when you get swallowed up, because it's like you're not paying attention. You're getting caught with shots that you usually wouldn't get caught with. You're not throwing punches that you would throw, or you're throwing them with like worry and fear of getting hit. Like it's a lot
Yeah.
going on where it's like I feel like boxing, track, like tennis, like those individual sports, like all like that, like when you play team sports, you got someone to lean on. Like you could have a bad day, someone can pick you up and cover from your mistakes, and you could still be,
Yeah.
you can still look good, look fine. But like when it comes to like boxing or those individual sports, like you can't have that. Like you gotta stay focused and be as perfect as you can on that day. Because if
You
not, like that
do.
could be the reason why you lose.
You do, and you just alluded to something. You didn't say these exact words, but I was picking up something there that you were talking about, like, if you're throwing punches out of fear of getting hit, it to me, that almost sounds like this desperation, and
Yeah,
just that compared to life, whenever you're doing anything out of desperation, it usually doesn't go well,
absolutely.
and
I agree.
yeah, so I don't know, I don't know if that's what you were, like, intending
No,
to allude to,
absolutely.
but that's kind of what it sounded like, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like you gotta be all in. You can't be
Yeah,
like you here now, like it's here, like just embrace the moment. Like I know you feel the nervousness, like, but it goes away. Like it's like it starts, but once you get to moving around, you start throwing punches and stuff, like it goes away. But some people it don't. And then that
right.
also it it comes from your team. If you got the right team,
Mhm.
right coaches, they can see it. They know you enough where they can, if they see you doing too much, or they'll tell you to calm down, and that can help you. It's
Yeah.
a lot that goes into it.
Yeah. No, that makes sense, that makes sense. Oh, I love this. This is such a great topic, and thank you for sharing, like, the
Yeah,
start of
absolutely.
boxing and just also the philosophy behind it, like, I it sounds like we're very much aligned in terms of, having to stay calm and confident in the process. And then I also just love that you were not somebody that was, like, full of ego going, "I'm gonna jump in and throw these crazy punches from the start." Like, thank you for not doing that. Like, again,
Oh
it's
yeah,
an
no,
extreme
no.
people lose their lives in this sport. It's an
Yeah,
extremely dangerous
no, for
sport.
sure. I grew up with a dad who was he kept us pretty, like, cuz we were really good at
Mhm.
football, so but he always kept us, make sure he kept us like humble, like on our toes and stuff,
Yeah,
like we never got big headed like with it. So I think that helped
that's
me
true.
like in this sport, like knowing, like, especially in this, like you could be the best ever, but like that day you could have a bad day, or that right punch can just,
Yeah,
it can be done. So it's like you don't want to go, you want to be right in between. You don't want to be too low, you don't want to be too high. So
right.
that's how I look at it when I'm
That
going in there.
even yep, even
Absolutely.
keeled. Oh,
Yup.
I love this. Well, you gave us a great segue for the 5 rounds. Are you ready? I know you just finished training, but are you
Yeah,
ready for a
absolutely.
quick
Yup.
5 rounds? Alright, cool. So the reason why I'm saying a great segue is because the first round, Anthony, is about still going back to that walk down memory lane to the
Hmm.
first time you picked up a pair of boxing gloves. So I have an idea of now where you were. You're coming back, you were taking care of your mom, and you had that itch to be active and be able to channel your energy elsewhere.
Hmm.
So my question to you is when you first picked up that pair of boxing gloves, do you recall what was going through your mind, what you were thinking and feeling during that time?
Yeah, when I first did it, I was really overly aggressive. Like I
Oh,
had that
okay.
football mindset. So like football aggression is good. So like, just like when I did everything, sometimes
Mhm,
like me just being like my explosiveness and everything, like I just would like I overstep or just overly
mhm.
aggressive, over punch, where it was like nothing was smooth, nothing was smooth, nothing was like it was very like stiff and aggressive. So I definitely remember when I first put it on the gloves.
Okay, so this tells me a little bit. So even though you wanted to do things as in a safe manner and learn the
Hmm.
basics, you just still went a little too hard because you're used to that football mindset
Yeah,
and you're just like,
absolutely.
I I gotta bring it back a little bit so I'm not so stiff and that's
For
the big
sure.
thing is with I mean, this is actually a really big thing with boxing. The small movements in boxing
It
makes a
is.
big impact.
And then like you could, like when you punching, you think sometimes when you punch as hard as you can and it's stiff, like you think it hurts, like it's hurting another person, which it still could, but it's like
Mhm,
those relaxed, like smooth punches where you just throw it. It's like those is the ones that usually affect people, because those are like the ones like people wasn't expecting it, and that's the ones that usually hurt people. It's not usually like the as hard as you can, because like you might be hurting them, but you also, that's a lot on your heart, and you also is hurting
mhm.
yourself out too, like doing it, like trying to throw as hard
Yeah,
and as strong as you can on every punch.
yeah. Yeah, it's the little ones that sting,
Yeah, yep.
It's yeah, yeah, that just you're like, "Oof." That's gonna leave a
Yeah.
mark. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you wanted to do things and get that foundation, but still had a little bit too much of that football mindset, and then really just need to relax and ease into it and just kind
Hmm.
of chill out. Okay, cool. I still love, all of this, just like the start to it, and you
Yeah.
know, I think this is so fun, and I love how people when they first discover boxing and just how much unfolds. It's just it's really fun to see. So
Yeah, absolutely.
amazing. Okay. Hey, are you ready for round 2?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, all right. So, I do try to keep things positive. That being said, there's always room for improvement. So,
Hmm.
Anthony, I'm giving you a magic wand, and with this magic wand, you can improve upon any one thing in the sport or the community of boxing. If you had that power, what would you want to improve upon?
For like, so for like for the sport of for the sport of boxing, like what I want to improve on.
Yeah, sport or community. If there's just like, "Oh,
Yeah,
I wish boxing had this," or
I
"I wish."
wish
Yeah.
boxing as a whole,
Mhm.
or I feel like I wish like more of these more famous boxers and coaches. I wish
Yeah.
they emphasize the importance of sparring and
Oh.
like the percent, like what percent you should be going at, because I feel like what messes some people up, and even the good
Mhm.
ones, is like you spar at a 90 and 100% every day, and it's like a real fight. So you taking real punches, and then I feel
Mhm.
like sometimes for certain people, like by the time you get to your fight, you already damaged. So now you just
Yeah.
made it easier for your opponent. So I feel like sometimes they don't talk about like how like every day shouldn't be 100. A lot of it should
Right.
be more to like 60 to 70 to maybe up to 80. But
Mhm.
you should be able to throw good punches and hard punches without it like concussing each other, and you can
Right.
still learn from each other. I feel like you see a lot, especially now. You see a lot of like people posting sparring, and
Yep.
they're just wailing on someone, and you obviously know like there are levels above them, and
Mhm.
I think it's wrong. Like I know they're trying to get their followers, their likes up.
Yeah.
It looks cool, but then like when you really boxing, you like it's messed up, because it's like that was a person, like that was a sparring partner for you, but now that was one less sparring partner now, because they know like how you are, so they're like, nah, I don't want to spar with you
Yeah.
anymore. So I
That's
think
a good
that part of
point.
yep,
Yeah. That's
I
really
think that part
solid.
of boxing, I wish they would talk about a little more, just of like, let's not, beat the brains out of each other every day. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't, like how does anyone get better from that?
Right. Right. Yeah. And that's, sparring is to help make each other better.
Exactly.
And it's a strategic game, boxing. So let's make each other better. And yeah, just kind of, having those really, big names in boxing help educate the next generation. Like, hey,
Yeah.
you don't have to go 100% on sparring every single day. You're not helping yourself. You're not helping your opponent. So,
Absolutely. It's like, they see them, and they might see them throw a punch here and there, but it's like, I guarantee if you go in their camps, they're not going a 90 or
Yeah.
100% every day. And when they do, they're like slowly, they're like steadily, and they're like focused watching
Yeah.
it. Cause it's like certain shots or certain times, they're like, nah, let's stop. Like, we're done. Like, we
Yeah.
got 2 or 3 hard rounds in, like we're done. Or let's just knock it down to 50, 60 now. Like, let's
Yeah.
not, So I think a lot more of that, because you see it like um Ryan Garcia, he got hurt
Mhm.
inspiring. They said his
Mhm.
ribs were potentially broke. See someone like Earl, he messed his eye up. He jacked his ribs up, and then he got into a fight, and he fought with those injuries. Is like, I feel like sometimes like you can't stop it when you do go hard, and you need to go hard sometimes, but
Yeah.
I just feel like a lot of gyms don't know that you're not supposed to go hard every day, or it's not supposed to
Right.
be like you know trying to diminish like someone that's a lower level than you, like when you spar them and stuff like that. I hate seeing that
Right.
stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, just going back to the fact that it's a very dangerous sport, we do
Yeah,
need to have that fighter safety in there. So,
absolutely.
oh, great, great perspective. I agree with you on that. And let's kind of get the word out there a bit more. Thank
Yeah, for
you.
sure.
Yeah. All right, round 3. You and I, we're gonna time travel. So I have a time machine in the garage. It's fueled up, ready to go. You and I are gonna go see one fight live, but you can only choose one, Anthony. What fight are we gonna go see?
For me,
Yep.
if I could go see a live fight, it would have had to been Anthony Joshua and Vladimir Klitschko, because Anthony Joshua like
Oh,
was me coming into boxing. That was my favorite fighter. So like, if I
all
could have saw that
right.
fight
Yeah.
in person, I would have been geeked.
Okay. I like this. I like this. So the inspiration was Anthony, I mean, a phenomenal fighter.
Uh,
And, just being able to come in and saying, "Hey, I'm starting out. This is my, the fighter that I want to,
yeah,
kind of, gain
mirror around.
inspiration,
Yeah,
mirror." Yeah. Oh, all right. All right. That's a fun one. I don't think I've gotten that answer just yet. I think I've gotten another Anthony Joshua fight, but I don't think I've gotten that one yet. So, um, that's fun. Okay. And
yeah,
we're not going that far back in time. Some people have me going way far back, like 100 years ago. You know, that's a quick trip. That's a quick trip
yeah,
in time.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's like I think either during COVID or right before COVID, sometime
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. 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 That's not bad at all. I love it. I love it. Well, that's gonna be fun. So we're gonna hop in the time machine. We're gonna go and we'll trade some notes. Sound good to
Um,
you?
yep.
All right, cool. Round 4. Uh, this one, sometimes folks get a little bit heavier on, sometimes folks stay lighter. It's completely up to you, whatever you feel comfortable with. But what does the sport of boxing mean and bring to you? I'm really curious, especially with your start to boxing.
I think for me, the sport of boxing has showed me like, cause like when you're in boxing, it's a lot of hard days. It's a lot of days
Mhm.
you in there like I don't want to do this or why am I doing this? You know,
Mhm.
I'm sure every boxer who's boxed have got punched before, and you like, do I really want to do this? Like
Right.
what was that? Um, and then you do all this hard work, and then it could be a short victory, it could be a short loss, or it could be a long victory, it could be a long loss. Um, I think for me, it just taught me like no matter what, like you can get through the day. Like it's
Yeah.
hard, but like what you've been doing in boxing is like really hard. So it's like
Mhm.
I take from what I got from boxing and look at it as like when I'm in school, and
Mhm.
like maybe homework and stuff is like kind of overload me, and I'm like, man,
Mhm.
I don't want to do this. I just think about it in boxing is like there was days, where you could barely even stand up and you got through it. So it's like this homework is nothing compared to that.
That's
So
so
I
true.
always look at it as like um people who are in dark days or who have dark
Yeah.
times and stuff, like boxing can help you, like the mindset you get from boxing can help you push through it and push to a positive effect of your life.
Absolutely. And that's actually a common theme that I get with this question is gives you the confidence and the ability to do the hard things and get through the
Hmm.
hard things. I mean, myself included, especially the reason I started the boxing circle is because I'm going through a very difficult chapter of my life. So that's
Hmm.
why I started it. And it helps me get through those hard times.
Absolutely.
And yeah, it just makes you, it points out to yourself that you're
Yeah,
stronger than you think
absolutely.
you are.
Yeah, you can you see a lot of people who are troubled, and
Hmm.
life is like they're troubled in life, and
Yep.
boxing has helped them, like give them that comfort of like you don't have to be like yes, it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be ups and downs, but like you don't have to be scared of life, like you don't have
Right.
to. act this way or do this stuff out of fear and scaredness, like it's gonna be okay. Like you can push through
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I agree. Oh, well, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And I agree. It's just, myself included, it allows me to have that confidence and that security that I can get through the hard things.
Absolutely.
Love it. All right. Love it. All right. We're at championship round already. My goodness. Okay. So this question for you is today is the day. It's somewhere in the world. Someone is either picking up a pair of boxing gloves or walking into a boxing gym or stepping into the ring for the very first time. But we don't know their age, we don't know their background, and we don't know their physical or mental abilities. With all that in mind, what advice do you want to give to that brand new fighter?
I tell them, come in,
Mhm.
Eagles to at the door. That'd
Yep.
be the first thing I say. Like it's gotta go. Like ego at the
Yep.
door. Um, learning how to box, learning a martial art is
Mhm.
a responsibility. It's like it's no different than someone having weapons. It's like you have to
Right.
be responsible. Like you don't learn this stuff to go out and be reckless because you can, because you have someone has gave you that power to learn this um out there. And then I would just tell them, like, after I told them that, like those two things, I'd be like, when you come in here, take your time, learn everything the right
Yeah.
way, even if it's you know you got to keep going and going over it and going over it, like learn it the right way, because as you're getting annoyed because you didn't did this 1,000 times. When you start getting into sparring and start doing stuff like that, they yeah. And I tell them, like, take your time with everything you learn and actually learn it, because
Mhm.
a lot of, especially these younger kids, like they come in here, they just want to do mitts and they just want to look cool, but then when they spar, you could tell, like, you haven't been practicing, you haven't been doing bag work,
Yeah.
you have to tell them, like, make sure you go and learn and do it the right way. Like, don't just
Yeah.
come in here, try to be cool, look cool on the mitts and stuff, because then you get frustrated when you sparring and you looking and you wondering, like, why is this guy or why is this kid so much better than me? It's like he's not, but he's just learning. He learned and doing everything the right way. Like,
Yeah.
you just want to jump to mix and look cool and take videos. So
Yeah.
I would just tell him, like, take your time and learn it right. Like, it's there. Like, don't rush boxing. Like you said, it's not a sport to play with. So it's
Right.
like, why not sit here and take the proper time to do everything the right way? Because it's like, when you don't, like, the sport of boxing has a way of exposing you and showing you, like, you didn't do you haven't been working out, you haven't been training right, you haven't been doing stuff right the right way. Like, it has that ability to show you that.
Yeah, it does. It'll expose you in so many different ways. Yeah,
Yeah, it
absolutely.
will.
Oh, great advice. Okay. I love it. I love it. Build that foundation. Work hard, keep training. That's
Yeah.
yeah, excellent. Okay, well, you completed the 5 rounds, and I hope that was a lot easier than your training session.
Yeah, it was.
All right. Are you up for a wild card round? And then we'll
Yeah.
hear your community shout out. All right. Questions. Let me see if I can get this in the camera. 1, 2, or 3, my friend. Pick a
Two.
card. 2. All right. Let's see here. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
If you had to listen to one song to get pumped up for a workout for the rest of your life, what song would that be?
I'll probably have to go with, because it was my football song, and every time I hear it, like, like, I'll be all right. Like, I can wake up,
Yeah.
and it had to be "Duffel Bag Boy" by Lil Wayne and
Okay.
Two
All
Chainz.
right. Yeah. Okay. I dig it. I dig it. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. I haven't gotten that one yet. That's yeah, that's solid. All right. Well, we're also not in a world where you have to listen to one song, but I think
Yeah.
that is a great pick regardless. Oh my goodness. Well, Anthony, this has been so much fun. I have enjoyed chatting with you and learning a little bit about your story, and I'm so excited to share it with the world. I want to give you the opportunity to thank your friends, your family, your fans, and also promote anything else that you want to get out there as well.
Um, Shout out to Port Huron. You know, I got a pretty good village here. I got a pretty
I
good
love
fan
it.
base. I'm pretty well known around here, so I appreciate everybody who come out and support the fight. Um, Thank you to my sponsors and people that are doing really good for a lot of kids when it comes to sports around here. Kwood, Port Huron Kwood Auto Shop, and also Skills and Drills here in Port
Nice.
Huron. So I want to appreciate both of them. Also, Riverside Sports Academy, who I've been training with, and then also Motor City MMA, who I have a coach there that's also been helping me train. So I want to
Oh,
appreciate
nice.
and thank all those people who's been helping me so far.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. Excellent. Well, thank you so much again for hopping on, especially after a training session. And I know it's a little bit later out where you are. It's, like around your dinner time. So thank you
Yeah,
again for giving me, your time, your energy, and your story. And I just can't wait for everyone else to learn more about you and see what you do next.
thank you. I appreciate the interview. I really loved this. It was
Oh,
very
good.
welcoming. I felt comfortable. I loved it. I enjoyed this the whole time.
Oh, goodness. I thank you so much. I love that. That's my number one priority is making sure that everyone feels comfortable on the other side. So fantastic. Well, thank you again, and I'll be in touch.
Absolutely. Have a good day.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.